Hi everyone. So thanks for taking time out for the webinar today. I'm founder and CEO of WareIQ, and I'm joined today with Mohit, who's founder of Upriver, which is a leading partner for a lot of e-commerce success stories in India, helping them being successful on marketplaces. Today, both of us are going to talk about how to prepare for upcoming festive season sales in the later part of the year, where I'm going to primarily focus from the point of view of supply chain and logistics, and Mohit is going to talk about all things marketplaces. So to begin with, there is a icon on the bottom right section of your Google Meet. You can click on that icon and ask questions. If it is in the flow of the event, we'll address it live, or else we'll take it towards the end. So with that, let me first give you an introduction about WareIQ for anyone who's joining us for the first time. WareIQ is an e-commerce fulfillment company for modern consumer brands in India who are primarily selling multi-channel, be it your own storefront, marketplaces, quick commerce, or B2B channels like modern trade and general trade. We operate in 12 plus cities in India currently, and we keep on expanding as we see more demand coming up. Through these fulfillment centers, we store, pick and pack, and dispatch. We dispatch it to the end customers through our last mile network, where our current coverage is 27,000 plus pin codes. And we can also offer you appointment-based deliveries to your B2B orders like purchase orders from FBA, Nykaa, or any stockist and or any distributor for your offline channels. While we do this, we also offer a software, which is a AI-led inventory planning software, which helps you plan your stock placement, automate your reordering for all the major marketplaces, and we integrate to all major storefronts, marketplaces, and WMS systems in India. We've been around for last 5 years, backed by some reputed investors like Flexport, Y Combinator, and the likes. And you would see about 400 plus logos that we currently work with. We also work with some of the large retail companies who are growing online in a very big way. And there are a lot of digital first players who have made big names into the D2C realm. So that's a bit about us. Now let me move to the festive planning and the context around it. So the very first insight is like this festive season is projected to be much bigger than the previous one, where analyst forecast pegs it around 20 percentage estimated growth, which is 7 percentage point more than what was seen in the last festive. So this is going to be much bigger is what the estimate is. And the second good insight is that there is broader diversification. While electronics, mobile phones have been like the larger dominant category for e-commerce in its early days, it is getting fragmented, which is a good sign. You would see more large appliances, furnitures, fashion, home category, BPC, and other categories also expanding and gaining their market share. So these are like two good indicators for this festive season. Now, talking from a planning, supply chain planning, there are five operational work streams the way we think about any festive peak event. And this is how you should also manage your operational work stream internally. The first piece is inventory planning and procurement, which is a function of working capital, how much inventory you can purchase, uh, what SKUs needs to be purchased based on what are the high in demand SKUs, what are your long tail SKUs, your relationship with your suppliers or your own manufacturers, and so uh, and managing the lead time so as to make sure that you are right on time, but also procuring it right amount so that you are not left with excess inventory at the end. So it is fairly analytical exercise to get things right. The second closely linked aspect of inventory planning is regional placement of that inventory. So you need to know how many warehouses you require. And it depends upon, are you a regional brand currently, or you have fairly national or aspirational to go national. So the way algorithms are functioning for marketplaces, they are incentivizing regional inventory. So once you have the inventory, which SKU to keep where, factoring in the local uh, daily run rate of those SKUs is very important. Again, this is a fairly complex and planning oriented activity. The third part, which is very critical is having right technology infrastructure in place because your volume throughput would be high. If you are on multi-channel, the level of failure points will be increasing with each channel that you go live with. Then there are two important operational physical pieces, which is space and infrastructure in which you are operating with, and manpower and training that you would have to hire people, train them right on time for the festive season sale. Last two boxes are only relevant if you are managing this in-house. But if you're working with a third-party player like us, this is something which we manage in-house. But these are like two critical aspects because if you have taken up, say, a certain area and a space and you're running it in your own premise or so, you cannot just add in more space or procure more infra and get it ready on time. This requires a lot of lead time, GST approvals, and everything. So this needs to be planned well in advance. You cannot just hire people and expect them to deliver the throughput. You need to train them in advance so as to make sure the productivity is also very high during your peak season. Now, talking about the first point, and from the planning perspective, the most important aspect is the regional placement of inventory. Marketplace algorithms are optimizing for regional inventory as they themselves are competing very aggressively with other players in the market. And as you would see, quick commerce has set the benchmark to 10 minutes at least in metros and tier ones. So brands are uh, incentivized if their inventory is in a geospatial distance of any drive time of within a day or so. But if you are not able to place the inventory locally, algorithms will deprioritize you. This is for all major marketplaces. And the illustrative example that we are showcasing is for a brand who has kept the inventory in the warehouse in NCR, and they are either getting pushed down or on the next page when it comes to any customer who's looking at it from south of India. So this is going to be a very important trend. And my advice to every one of you is if you have a national aspiration or you have a national demand already, you need to stock up your inventory in all the critical demand centers in India. The other part is like how many warehouses you require. The answer will change by different companies based on your demand pattern, and how much inventory should be kept in which warehouse. That will also differ by each company. And this is where our planning software also comes in, where we could be of help to you. Uh, what we essentially do is we have our AI-based planning software, which integrates to all of your sales channels, your storefront marketplaces, and if you're already on any established WMS systems like Vinculum, Unicommerce, EasyCom, or the likes, we integrate to them. We create our own forecasting by region level and by SKU level. We factor in some of your norms and rules like what minimum order quantities, lead times, etc., and create a forecast. And we automate this entire process in the run of it so that you don't really have to run manual Excel sheets and factor in all the daily run rate by SKU level. So we forecast your demand and automate all of your purchase orders. On the go, we also help you solve any inventory redistribution issues. So suppose you are in multiple locations, but a large percentage of your orders are getting shipped from a distant warehouse because the inventory is not distributed correctly. We solve for that regional placement problem statement through our algorithms also, and also periodically help you remove any excess inventory lying in the web C. So this is something which we offer, one of the capabilities through which you can solve for the first two buckets, which is inventory planning, procurement, and regional placement of inventory. Now, with respect to the replication, you also require a network where our positioning can be of help. Since we operate a nationwide network of fulfillment centers, currently our coverage is in 12 cities in India. We're expanding it further as we see more demand coming up. All these locations, we help you with additional place of business registration at no additional cost. These warehouses are already approved with Seller Flex on Amazon, Assured on Flipkart, and equivalent other compliances by other marketplaces. So you retain the benefit of Prime Tag, your algorithms, and all of that. There is no bias. Um, there is another proposition, may not be relevant for everyone, but for few of you, they can also latch on to our seller on record entity, which is already selling to which is already listed as a seller on Amazon, Flipkart, and All these warehouses that you see on the map are listed already on that GST. So you don't really have to wait for a virtual place of business approval and PPOB, APOB. You can just get this thing going immediately with us. So that's like one of the things through which we can also help you navigate and solve the regional placement problem and inventory placement problem within those FCs. One of the things which you need to plan for, and this is like one of the pitfalls like a lot of supply chain teams make every season sale, is returns claims, because returns are going to jump in post season sale. So that's going to be a very big activity. But the guidelines are getting so stringent across the marketplaces that you are at a risk of missing out on the claim, and this will hit your margins immensely. To de-risk from that, you need to make sure that you have right technology, right training in place, so as to make sure that, be it SPF on Flipkart or safety claims on Amazon and equivalent other compliances by marketplaces, you are getting things done. But in a summary, what is required is you need clear image proof, video proof, timestamp, and everything needs to be filed on time. And these proofs needs to be without any doubt. So one of the solutions from WareIQ helps you do that. We have an application in the warehouse. It integrates to all the major WMS systems, also lets you do that. So for all of our clients within the timeline of claims, and so we file it and we are seeing 100% approval rates there. Now, at a broad level, when we talk about planning any festive event, there is a pre-sales, there is during sales, and there is post-sales. And these are the timeline buckets where your focus should be one operational activity at a time. So if I look into pre-sales event, your objective should be inbound the inventory, put it into all your warehouses, and lock it 7 to 10 days prior to event, and don't really touch upon it after that. So in this phase of your planning and activity, the focus should be on forecasting demand, consider all of the safety stock, procure inventory with all the suppliers, procure packaging material, get all the stock on time, tie up with your first mile provider, get everything freeze, don't wait for the last moment. Now, during the sales, there are many events, small and big, which will be there for roughly 30 days. So in this timeline, the focus should primarily be outbound. Don't really try to inbound more into it or so, because that should ideally be freezed. There could be some SOS, but focus primarily on outbound, maintain 100% outbound SLAs, no breaches, keep your error rate less than 1%. And if you are also selling on D2C, make sure that any non-delivery attempts are getting successful. Either you could do it yourself by setting up your call center team, build some tech optimizations, or you can work with someone like us who are running this as an aggregator offering and managing this piece very aggressively with a courier partner. Now, the third part is the post-sales event. So in this timeline, you would see a lot of return product from the sales event, and a lot of these products will be junk where you would not be able to reinventarize them. They would be fraud or damaged, which cannot be used. So the single focus in this timeline should be return inverting, QC, and filing claims, which is where, as I mentioned, we have an application, we can help you on that. But there has to be very high focus over here, because if you are not already built out to manage this, you will potentially lose a lot of bottom line. So that is there. And apart from that, you need a very strong technology platform to manage all of these channels, compliances, reconciliations. You don't need to lose any money on that. Now, with that, let me talk about what is new in 2024 as compared to the festive season sale of last year. So one important theme is, as I mentioned, the regional placement, and you would see some channels are incentivizing it very aggressively. Like Flipkart has made their local rate card zero for any products which are less than 500 gram. Their shipping charges are zero for local and zonal rates. So that's like heavily incentivizing sellers to keep the products uh, locally, and through algorithms, and so Amazon is also pushing it more to get you discovered on the page. The second piece is around returns management. Like Flipkart, I am sure a lot of you would have received the email that Flipkart is implementing a video management compliances where they need to integrate with your systems and get the return proofs and claims without any doubt. So that's something which is there there is a deadline which everyone needs to meet to. Again, emphasizing to the fact that returns management is very critical and marketplaces are going to take it very seriously in this sales event. Similarly, in the lines, Misho has also come up with its own set of rules for returns management, which I think a lot of you would have already taken a note of. The big thing is entrance of quick commerce, which is going to compete very aggressively with marketplaces this festive season because they've added in about 10,000 more SKUs and they are going across the category, not just F&B. Now, fashion, beauty, electronics, all the bestseller items that you would see on Amazon, Flipkart, they're trying to get in most of them onto their platform. So this is going to be a very important channel, which is going to create uh, sales for a lot of these qualified brands. But this is a net new addition. We also offer quick commerce replenishments to Blinkit, Zepto. So if you are one of the brands listed already there, we can definitely help you as we help a lot of our brands who are already doing quite well on Blinkit. One other thing is that their presence currently is going to be with high demand pin codes in metro and tier ones. So that is going to be the battleground. But for the long tail of SKUs, the Amazon, Flipkart, and everyone, they'll still be the leading channels. For everyone on the call, we have also created a much more tactical, granular checklist of items since we also manage fulfillment centers for so many brands. If that is something which is of interest to you, you can always hit us up. And as a follow on to this webinar, we'll also share this list with you, or you can always go to our website and download this. So, with that, I'll wrap up my presentation and now over to you, Mohit.
Uh, we are just bringing up the slides, but I'll cover my perspective from a marketplace theme, dominantly Amazon and Flipkart. Most of the things that we are covering here will remain same for when we talk about Amazon or Flipkart. Uh, uh, and I'll not be going through the basics, which I think everybody would be doing. Specifically focusing on what can be done on basics plus, and what we all tend to miss. Although everything is hygiene, I will not be talking about uh, some great strategies, but basics that you need to cover. 2 months is good enough time to cover all those basics and be ready for the uh, festive season sales, which according to us covers 60% of the sales would happen in the next 3 to 4 months, which is October to December. Sure, this is real good. So just two slides about Upriver. We currently manage 150 plus brands, and we help you manage or help sellers manage 30 plus global marketplaces, majorly Amazon and Amazon Global. Some of the clients we work with: ITC, Marico, Wipro, Reliance, Nika, and the likes. So what we do, we are a marketplace management agency. We also do D2C performance management. Along with it, we can also help you handle your social media management and all the creative services. Coming on to strategies that you can adopt to win on this marketplaces, the screenshot that I have taken are majorly from Amazon, but most of the things would, as I said, would remain true to Flipkart also. We'll not go into too much of details on horizontals like or verticals like Mintra or HU, because they are more fashion oriented, while we are talking about category agnostic what you can do. So first and major point, which I cannot overemphasize, is listing hygiene. Again, this is very basic, but what I'll be emphasizing on what we as sellers tend to miss. So the first point that I want to emphasize is, please give due importance to how your listing is showing on mobile. So whatever title you are optimizing, please focus on the first 90 characters that are shown on mobile. The entire message or entire product should be communicated in the first 90 characters rather than pushing it the back of the title. So please optimize your title accordingly. Include videos in the listing. Still I see sellers not utilizing videos. With the generative AI, making videos is very easy. All the marketplace algorithms push listings that have videos because the engagement rate or conversion rates with listing having videos is very high. So please have at least one video on your listing. You can also push in user generated content on your listing. Amazon, you can directly upload videos onto the listing, while Flipkart you have to go through the YouTube channel. But please do add videos to your listings. It's very very easy to make videos. I don't think it's too expensive also these days. So please do have videos in your listing. That will also trigger the algorithm, because the algorithm also knows listings having videos will have more conversion. Uh, Going slightly deeper, so please do have A plus. Now brands have moved to premium A plus on Amazon, but still talking about A plus. While you are uploading A plus, please add backend keywords. Uh, I've given you the screenshot where to add backend keywords. All these backend keywords indexes. Please do not worry about uh, repeating the keywords. Please do repeat, but please do add backend keywords. Data suggests as more keywords are repeated, the indexing is much better. Technically, this is called alt text, but please do use keywords at the back end of your images in A+. Another thing which we tend to miss is while you're making A+, Amazon has now given you clickable comparison chart. So don't, again, this is free. Otherwise, what Amazon does is uh, you have to support your listing with your while targeting your own listing with the sponsored ads at the bottom of the page. Sorry. Before that, Amazon has given you a comparison chart. Please put all your products in the comparison chart, and all these are clickable. So this is free advertising. Make use of that. It is very, very critical, and it will stop leakages also from once you have brought in the customer on your own page. It will stop leakages. Again, a very, very small point, but we understand it will add a percentage or two to your overall sales. Do make a brand page, and this option to add meta description on your brand page. Meta description is nothing but it indexes with your Google search. So anybody searching on Google, your page will come up. So put in keywords in page meta description. This will also help bring traffic to your page and ultimately landing to your listing. Again, I'm repeating, it can help increase your sales by a percentage point. And if you're doing, let's say, 10 lakh, this is 10,000 rupees worth of free sales. So please do not miss on that. I'll be moving on to the next point, which is deal tags and promotions. So during the festive time, Amazon or Flipkart gives you option to opt into deals. So as shoppers, we are always looking for that deal tag. If your listings are missing those deal tags, it gives the shopper an impression that you're not offering the best price, or this is not festive deal pricing that you're offering. So please ensure that all your listings have these tags, whether it is Independence Day sale which is coming up. Amazon will start giving these deal tags. uh, Coordinate with your account manager. Even if in some accounts you don't have account managers, log into the app. Amazon is giving now self-serve deal tags also to you. Try and opt on to these deals. It is not 100% coverage, but if you're lucky enough, you will get some deal tags and you'll be able to participate in those. uh, Another point is use coupons whatever Amazon is offering, and BXGY promotions also. uh, Give maximum discount that you want to give on the pricing. Do not use coupons to give too much of additional discount. It can be very very basic or very very minimal, like uh, let's say 10 rupees or a 15 rupees coupon. Do not go beyond that. Again, I'm repeating, give maximum discount on your offer price, and just have coupon to trigger the algorithm. Coupons utilization rate still remains around 30%. So if you're giving, let's say, 10 rupees discount on your listing, given coupon utilization rate is only one third, so it will cost you only 3 rupees per product sold. So please have this calculation in your mind also, that if you're giving a 10 rupees coupon, it is not 10 rupees cost to you, it is only 3 rupees. In India, offering coupons on your listing is free, while in the US, they charge more than $1. So still, please utilize this coupon offering till the time it is free. BXGY coupon also, give 10% off or 5% off on ordering two products. Uh, These do not cost you much, but everything triggers the algorithm. Every small option that Amazon or Flipkart is giving you, please utilize those to index better in the search algorithm. Uh, So suppose sometimes what we tend to miss is we only focus on the back end or our seller central or Flipkart seller central, and we do not give due emphasis to how our listings are looking at the front end to our buyers. Please regularly go and have a look at how your listing is looking from the point of view, is there a negative review which is featuring on top? Any negative review or one star or a two-star review which is coming on top directly reduces your conversions to more than 20%. So please have a look if there's a two-star or a one-star which is featuring on top. Try and get it suppressed. Please do report this negative review. Read Amazon terms and condition on what negative reviews you can report. Anything which is not in English will get removed. Any pricing information will get removed. Any abusive language will get removed. We have successfully removed more than 25% of the reviews, negative reviews that come on our listing. So try and report this from two or three Amazon accounts. One fourth of the negative reviews will get removed. So it is very important to be very active on your listing. But please make sure no one star or two star rating is featuring or review is featuring on the top, especially during festive season. It is very critical to ensure this, that no negative reviews are featuring on top. So Amazon is now giving a AI summary of all the reviews that are being captured. You can also use your summary of reviews to get those keywords in your bullet points. And in fact, please do read your competitor listings also, what people are liking about their product and what people are disliking about their product. If something is coming up that people are disliking about the product, put those keywords or those words in your listing and show positivities. Like for example, uh, I'm giving you example of a pressure washer, car pressure washer. So negative reviews were coming up that the hose pipe is very short. So we advise our client that please put this as a bullet point, that 10 feet long hose pipe or 20 feet long hose pipe. Because don't always think from your perspective, think what your buyers are giving you the feedback to your own customers and your competitor customers, because buyer is thinking very differently. So please do give time to read all the reviews. Important point that is sometimes missed is on mobile view, uh, your videos are featuring on top or video reviews are featuring on top. Many of the times we have seen that negative video reviews come on the top, while down written reviews are positive, but a video reviews featuring with one star. Try and get that removed. Still, there are 2 months. You can be very ready for the festive season. But I just want to repeat, any negative review, whether it is video or one star, two-star review, featuring on top will kill your conversion by at least 20%, and it is a serious loss of sales. Uh, as Hirsch was emphasizing, it is very important to replicate inventory, whether it is in captive warehouses or off Amazon or Flipkart, or using a warehousing solution provider like WareIQ. Please replicate inventory. All the marketplaces are fighting with quick commerce for delivering in 10 minutes, and they have to deliver under 1 day. Their algorithms are also now set that the product which is being delivered, which can be delivered next day, or which is geo tagged to be delivered within 24 hours, will automatically come on top. So please replicate inventory, get multiple GSTs registered, APOB registered. Within 2 months, you will be able to register for 3, 4, 5 Cs or GST locations. Please do. You can start applying now so that you can send inventory before festive season. Take appointments 45 days before, because when you are nearing the sales time, you don't get the right slots. So please book appointments, do some pre-planning, and send inventory. In middle of season, in middle of sales, if you're just nearing sales, if you're not giving getting slot for IXT, please send direct inventory directly to the FCs. Don't wait for IXT replication, because that won't happen and you will miss the festive season sales. Uh, Post event also, please do remember to replenish inventory. It should not be that you have sold 80% of your inventory and you are sitting on very low stock count. Post shopping or post sales season also, please do take advance appointments. Uh, Inventory replication is one of the key aspects of all your sales. And uh, Talking about some of pricing portion, give very high discounts on inventory that you want to liquidate. The buying intent is very high during the festive season, so you can liquidate your inventory and giving more discounts on SKUs that you want to replicate. So please, you can also use that strategy. Coming on to advertising, Amazon and Flipkart are now giving you options to advertise on videos also. Amazon is giving videos on your banners, although the click rate and conversion rate is low on that, but impressions which are free are very high. So what we advise is you take the impressions there, and when your listing is coming up again, it will hit you. People will have association with your listing, so get impressions at the top of the banner. Although the conversion, please do not judge banners on their conversions and their ROAS, but treat it as impressions, because conversion will happen lower down. You will have to hit the customer more than twice to make him click on your listing. So have banners or take banners as marketing. Conversions will come below. So please use banners which are redirecting to your brand store. Uh, Adjust bid multipliers based on placement that you want to take during deal time. Keyword bidding is very aggressive. If you do not want to bid that aggressive, do competitor targeting. Don't bid on keywords, because sometimes keyword biddings can go insane. The CPCs can be insanely high. If you want to opt out of that, do very aggressive or double down on competitor bidding or product pages bidding. Do not utilize up strategy, because Amazon will take every penny of yours. Do not increase your bids, because Amazon wants everyone to fight. So please do keep a very high check on your CPCs, and do not go over aggressive. That is our suggestion. Before the period also, before the sales also, please do gradually, although conversions come down 1 week before the sales, but people start building their basket. So remain in their consideration set. Do not stop ads for anything which any ASIN that you have 4 star on. Please do include that in ads. Amazon is giving pie access, so please see alternate purchase report, that is clearly your leakages, that once you have made people land on your listing, people are bouncing off to your competitor listing or to others listing. See what you are missing. Is it the pricing or the reviews or the ratings? But please do have a look at alternate purchase report. It will give you key insights into where are you missing, and if you are able to plug that gap, it will definitely help you. uh, Pi can also give you some more keywords like movers and shakers. Not everybody has access to Pi, but Amazon has started releasing the entire Pi data to agencies. So whatever agencies you are working with, do get in touch with them. They can give you the new trending or Pi reports without even having access to that. Uh, if you are utilizing day parting schedules, please remove that, because during the sale entire period is high conversions and high intent. So please do remember to remove departing also. These are just checks. uh, Finally, very important, all marketplaces gives you a very high referral fee discount. Suppose you are in apparel category, you are at 19%. Amazon will give you a referral fee of 2%, which is 17% discount during the event time, which is Prime Day, Independence Day, and the Jupiter or Diwali sales. Similarly, Flipkart will give you waivers. The way to go about is talk to your account manager, if you have account manager on your account, or before that time, if on Amazon I'm talking, if you do not have an account manager, take the services of Amazon Business Advisory Services. They can help you get waivers on your account and help you get deal tax on your account. Otherwise, Amazon Business Advisor will not do anything, but having deal tax and waivers will help you too much. So please request for waivers on referral fee, on logistics fee. That will help you get more margins and reinvest that money in advertising or save for yourself. But do negotiate with your account manager to get waivers. All marketplaces give waivers to clients who are contributing even if a little bit to the category. So please negotiate with them. So that brings me to the end of my presentation. We are open for question and answers. Please, you can write your question and answers in the chat. Here are our contact details. You can get in contact with us. We also run a small WhatsApp group. We'll be shortly posting that link. We keep giving all the updates in that WhatsApp group about what is new, and during the sale period also whatever is working out for sellers, how is the advertising building up, or how the sales building up, which category is performing. We try and share that information whatever we are getting from Amazon, various account managers. We try and share that information in the WhatsApp group, and we are very active, and it's a community. It's not only us. Hertz is there. As a logistics partner, they are foreign exchange partners, they are compliances partners. So entire we have seen almost 50-60% of the questions getting answered correctly in a short span of time. Fellow sellers are there, they are sharing their experiences. So please feel free to join that group.
Great. Uh, Perfect, Mohit. I think there are a few questions already. If you can take that, and Aman, if you can put the slide where.
Yeah.
So I see few of them are raising their hands. So if you are able to navigate to the bottom right of the section, there is a logo, and if you click on that logo, you will get to Q&A. So if you ask question there, that would be fairly simple for us to take up. Um, Aman, if you can share the screen, yeah, perfect. But yeah, Mohit, for there are like few questions. It seems to be directed to you. Like I think you covered a bit about discoverability program. Do you want to take the keyword strategy? So what should be the keyword strategy to maximize
Sorry,
impression?
I'm not able to see the copy. Copy,
Is my audio coming through?
I'm not able to see the questions in my chat window.
Okay. So the question is, what should be the keyword strategy to maximize impressions?
Have keep looking at your brand analytics report. It is very real time. Whatever new keywords are coming up, just start bidding on those. There's no keyword strategy as such, but as I said, include all the keywords in your backend listing, including in your A plus in your brand store. And for the advertising, please see what keywords, both long tail and short tail, what are trending. What are trending? If you have pie access, utilize that. Otherwise, agencies have access to all the information. Utilize that. Google Trends can, outside of Amazon, Google Trends can tell you what are the keywords which are trending. Uh, but update your listing for organic visibility first, and then spend on advertising.
Okay, great. Mohit, the other question, I think both of us can take that. Like around the Amazon Discovery program, like a lot of sellers have posted it on the forums and online that since some new algorithm update has come in, their views have gone down, and that is impacting the sales at all. What is your experience talking to other brands, and what should be the focus?
See, this is very critical, Harsh. As sellers, we have to realize that replicating inventory, there's no avoiding this fact that you will have to replicate inventory to remain relevant on marketplaces. People now want one day delivery, as Q-commerce is giving 10 minutes delivery. One day still a far-fetched thing. Grocery, personal care, electronics, toys. Now the time is of instant gratification, and unfortunately, Amazon and Flipkart have not been able to solve same-day delivery. But and Quick Commerce is winning that race. But please replicate inventory. And that brings me to important point which our sellers miss. Suppose you are working on 6-7 GST locations, send at least 60 days inventory. If you keep sending 30-day inventory, it will not replicate, because even still demand prediction is not 100%. Amazon needs inventory to replicate. So as a thumb rule, we suggest sellers to send 60 days of inventory if they are more than 5 or 6 GST locations. As per your previous daily run rate or monthly run rate, please send 2 months of inventory, then only it will get replicated. Uh, and now I think Amazon is also the default setting is anything which is cannot be delivered in one day is not coming up as search result, or it is pushed down to bottom of the page or page two. Uh, it is a default setting. There's a toggle button now on search pages that you want to see 2-day delivery also or all search results irrespective of the delivery promise. Many people or 90% of the people will not use that toggle button. So please make sure that 90% of your demand pin codes are being covered in 1-day delivery, whether it is through Amazon or whether it is through your WareIQ solutions. What is your take, Harsh?
Yeah, yeah. So I think exactly what you pointed, the marketplaces themselves are under a lot of pressure, and specifically for the high demand pin codes, which are still largely metros and tier ones, and so where the quick commerce is creating a big dent. And this has moved far beyond F&B. So like there are 10,000 SKUs which are new entrants which have come in, and these guys, the quick commerce have also picked up the top BSR ranking on Amazon. The high in demand SKUs needs to be there. So so Amazon and marketplaces, they have essentially tweaked the algorithms, and they're always focused towards that, but they are also under the pressure. So brands will need to focus on that. But I also understand it also creates a working capital pressure. You need to procure more inventory, get into more locations, and so and getting GSTs is a hassle. It's not very straightforward. You need to go to virtual place businesses, add up an APOB. So that is a challenge. And from us as a solution provider, we are also helping on that front. One of the things, at least what we have seen work, is if you are able to use a common pool of inventory. If you are in multi-channel specifically, if you are anchored just on Amazon, then the equation is different. But if you are also having a business case on Nykaa in addition to Amazon, or you are also focused on Myntra, Ajio, and others, then locking inventory for each channel, say 2 months of inventory build up and getting it naturally replicating everywhere becomes a challenge. So for us, what we do is we manage common inventory pool. We have the same presence generally from a demand center perspective. You can utilize someone like us who is more horizontal in nature, and we can replicate you and help you. And at least from an Amazon's algorithm perspective, there is no bias towards an FBA versus seller flex, and you should still retain that prime advantage benefit and algorithm update. So this is something which we feel we can also help you. But yeah, this is a long term trend. I think this is not going in anyway anywhere, because the pressure, competitive pressure is building up, and there is like as Jeff Bezos also says, there are 3 pointers to compete. One is the collections or the range. Second is the speed, and third is the price. So speed is dependent directly on where you're keeping the inventory. Because India is also a complex geography, unlike say EU or other geography where you can still have one central warehouse and be fairly fast in other regions. In India, the road transport, the surface movement are very slow. So local placement becomes very critical. Okay, so we'll take the next question. The next question is okay. There
Before
is
that, Harsh,
yeah.
do you provide VPOB also?
So from
Because
a virtual place, yeah. So we work with external party for that. So it's there is no foolproof solution there. But yeah, we cannot offer GST on our locations, but through external party we get that VPOB done right now.
okay.
Okay, so there is a question around Flipkart causes many issues in ad placement or organic placement against the keywords. How to solve this? Is this something, Mohit, in your experience you have come across?
See, there's no simple answer to this question because Flipkart algorithm or Flip is still building. Amazon has taken 20, 30 years to build that algorithm, and Flipkart is just 10 years old. So we do encounter several issues in Flipkart algorithm, and there's no written manual also as to how Flipkart algorithm is working. But yes, as a thumb rule, we see कि, if your listing is coming up in 16 tiles through organic placement, ads placement will not come up. You cannot have two uh, two of your listings within 16 slots. So that is one issue. People say that I'm bidding too high, but still my ad is not coming up. This is just because if organically you are coming, your ad will not show up within 16. So if four listings are coming up in one line, so till four lines it will not come up. Uh,
Hmm.
Although it is not written clearly anywhere, and Flipkart teams also they are competing versions to that. But in our experience, we have seen this thing also. And yes, the marketplace ad engine is not very logical or clear. If you even if you are bidding extremely high, sometimes your ad do not show up. There are many problems, but you have to live with that. See whatever is in your control. Keep checking if your ads are showing up. Keep experimenting with different keywords, different CPCs and bid placements. And they have also rolled out DSP like solution. It's still not working. Spends are going through the roof, and people not giving or not getting the right results. So please approach Flipkart advertising with a word of caution. They have kept it very simple compared to Amazon. So have that simplicity in mind. Do not try to over-engineer Flipkart ads. That is our advice. While Amazon, it is the opposite. If you keep it simple, you'll not get too much out of Amazon ads. You have to go very deep. Flipkart works in the opposite manner. So that has been our experience.
Hmm.
Uh,
Okay. Uh,
Harsh, I think claims get rejected frequently post sales. How do you
Yeah,
avoid this?
yeah, right, yeah. So I think this is at least it has accelerated in last 12 months. And again, it all comes to competitive pressures between the marketplaces, and everyone is focusing towards profitability. And for them, the biggest leakage happens in the return side because there are a lot of sellers who also put in fake claims, that they would put in a recording from long back and say that I got an empty box and everything. And just because of few bad actors, the whole process is like a little bit more uh, complex and more stringent in nature, where you have to prove beyond doubt that the claims that you are asking for are valid. And for that, essentially, you need to submit images with timestamps. There has to be video proof in certain cases, say unboxing or video if you are reporting for a wrong product or an empty box and everything. So it has created a technology requirement in the warehouse, because if you have to operate this at scale and you need to have all these claims to be submitted within a timeline, then it is not something can be done manually. Because if you have a CCTV camera, like a lot of the warehouses right now have a CCTV camera at the returns bay, which can capture this, and the feed is also available on timestamp. But even CCTV feed videos and proofs get rejected because you cannot see AWB and order ID conclusively from those. It's very grainy. You can still see a color that okay, I see this color, but you don't know if that feed is a month old or it is specifically for that order ID. So for that specifically, we created this application which can capture all these necessary proof required by marketplaces and get that. The new requirement and compliance, at least which has come in officially from Myntra and Flipkart, is we need to also integrate to their video management system VMS, so that all the IP address and everything is like syncing, and it is like uh, beyond any doubt that they can process the claims to you. I think Misho is also coming up with something, may not, I think not in official channels right now, but I think this thing is going to come up. But yeah, I think your tech system needs to be scaled up significantly. If any one of you are interested, we could also demo you how our software works. Uh, okay, so the next question is around onboarding on quick commerce. I think there is no day that goes past when somebody has not asked on how to get onboarded on quick commerce. So it is like a very guarded decision. Like quick commerce has their own business team who would very specifically look at certain products and categories and take a business call over there. I don't think there is any influencing mechanism outside of that. If anyone is claiming, I think it's not really like that. But at least from what I've understood, like a lot of brands who have seen success, who have got onboarded recently, which were not onboarded in the past, um, it is being successful elsewhere. Because quick commerce also wants the winning brand. They want higher GMV share. So if you are increasing your bestseller ranking on Amazon, on Flipkart, and you're succeeding there, quick commerce platforms will eventually come to you. And you would not really have to build up any influence outside of that. So if you are not approved currently, just make sure that wherever you're selling on, you're showcasing yourself as top desired brands, and platforms will come to you on its own. Uh, all right. So next question, stocking out post-sales event has led to sales loss. Yeah, yeah. So Mohit, some pointers from you were like, it happens every year. This is like one of the things, like sales is happening for X number of days, and just in few days earlier only some brands got stocked out, and they were not able to leverage the whole sales event. Generally, what's your advice on how to approach this problem statement?
See, two things that we advise clients. First is take pre-appointments mid of the sales season also. Take that appointment beforehand and do not wait uh, for 1 or 2 weeks of sales. Take that pre-appointment. Second, send extra inventory. As a thumb rule, we have seen 2x of sales happening in that month. So build that in your projections. Otherwise, there's no solution to that. Sales can be erratic, but you'll miss out more if you are stock out rather than getting overstocked. So please build some cushion and do overstocking. Be positive. That's all I can say. And take pre-appointments, which is important. If you're not getting appointment, take direct FC appointment. Have more and more GST locations and all the FCs that are under that GST added as APOB. Do not wait for the last minute. I don't see otherwise there's a problem. You will get appointments and you will get inventory in, and you will be live. Otherwise, as a backup option, have your seller flex registered. Use warehousing providers like you were mentioning. You have multiple seller flex opportunities. Use that and just be ready. If you apply your mind ki how much inventory you want to send, how you don't want to get stock out, I don't think this you'll get stock out. There's no reason for that. Just build for 2x of sales and you will be good enough.
Perfect. Yeah. There's another pointer that typically from analytics standpoint, what you can do is segment your SKUs into four categories. A class inventory, which contributes 60% to your sales. B class inventory, next 20. And then there is C, D, and Z, which is like bottom 20%. So if you are limited on working capital and you need to optimize for it, uh, it is good to be a little bit more overstocked for A and B, because if you're stocked out there, then you are losing out on your 80% sales opportunity. If you are not stocking it as much for your long tail, the impact is not as high. So if you were to over optimize and probably buy more than what is required, it's good to kind of overstaff like A and B versus C, D, and Z are like the new entrants. So generally, not don't try new entrants in a sales event. Try with your tried and tested new SKUs, because it also adds in more operational challenges into new entrants coming in. But yeah, optimizing on A and B, make sure that the revenue losses are not that high. And if you're getting stocked out, it's only for the SKUs which anyway do not contribute too much to your sales. A very high level tactical approach to do that. All right.
Just
I
a
think with that, yeah, Mohit.
just a final point from my side. I think if you can keep tracking your sales, you will not go stock out. What we do for our sellers, we have built a very small Google Sheet based visualization, which will keep pulling SKU sales every day, and will update your DRR, and then
Hmm.
tell you ki how much inventory is left. In one screenshot, you will be able to see your top 20, 50 SKUs and know which one is selling at
Right.
a more
Yeah.
and which is at the risk of stocking out. So if you keep tracking, and this is very simple to track, you can do it on Google Sheets, put up basic formulas, get in touch with us. We can also provide that Google Sheet where you can just upload the SKU sales, and it will tell you how much inventory is left or how much days coverage is left. So just keep tracking. It will solve your problems.
Perfect. So great, Mohit. I think the lead time essentially they gets very critical for some sellers where it is very just in time. It's much easier for somebody who's like importing and have a cross-border supply chain, the lead time. So that needs to be factored in. But yeah, this is like a very critical point, needs to be managed fairly well. Yeah, I think with that, we were nearly into it. And thanks for the questions. I hope we were able to cover most of it. As a follow-on to this, you will see an email from our side. We can share the presentations from both Mohit and from my side, and you'll also see the recording live on our socials in few days from now. If there are any questions which we were not able to cover from you, you can always email me or Mohit directly. So the emails which you will see as a follow-up will have our contacts in them. But yeah, great to have this webinar. Very critical timeline with the start of the August to get all the build up and all the preparation started. And wishing you all a very good festive season sale at the end of the year. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Harsh. Thank you everyone for joining. Take care.
Thank you. Bye.